Correct.
କ୍ଲାସ୍ ହବନି କି? ସାର୍ ଲେଫ୍ଟ ହେଇଗଲେ କଣ?
Am I audible to all of you?
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning. Last time
Good
nobody was
morning,
there.
sir.
Very good morning. Last time କେହି ନଥିଲେ କେମିତି?
ଆମେ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଟାଇମ୍ ବହୁତ ଥର ଅପେକ୍ଷା କରି କରି 10ଟା ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଟ୍ରାଏ କରି କରି ଆପଣ ଆସିଲେନି ଆମେ ପଳେଇଲୁ।
ନା ମୁଁ ଥିଲି। ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ ହେଉଛି ଥରେ ଥରେ ମୁଁ କନେକ୍ଟ ହେଇକି ଅଛି ଦେଖିଲା ବେଳକୁ ମୋ ସହିତ କେହି କନେକ୍ଟ ହେଇନାହାନ୍ତି।
ଆମେ ତ କନେକ୍ଟ କରିକି ରଖିଛୁ କିଛି ଟୋଟାଲି ଆସିଲାନି ପୁରା ବ୍ଲାଙ୍କ ଆସିଲା।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା ମୋର ବି ସେମ୍ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ ହେଲା କେହି ଆସିଲେନି ମୁଁ 10ଟା ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ 10ଟା 5 ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଅପେକ୍ଷା କଲି। ତ
କହିଥିଲେ
ଡିସକନେକ୍ଟ ହେଇଗଲି।
8:45ରୁ ଆସିବା ପାଇଁ ଆମେ 8:45ରୁ ହିଁ ଟ୍ରାଏ କରିଥିଲୁ।
ସେମ୍ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ କ'ଣ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ ହେଉଛି ଗଡ୍ ନୋସ୍। ସୋ ଏନିୱେ ଆମର କୋଉ କୋଉ ଟପିକ୍ ଗୁଡ଼ା ରହିଲା ଟିକେ କହିପାରିବେ କାରଣ ଗୋଟେ ଦିନ ଆମର ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ବୋଧେ ଅଛି। ଆମର କାଷ୍ଟ ବିଷୟରେ ଆମେ ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ କରିଛେ।
ଅଳ୍ପ ଟିକେ କରିଥିଲେ ଜଷ୍ଟ ସ୍ଲାଇଡ୍।
Okay. What we'll do today, we'll be talking about caste in India. Okay. So, generally, we believe that caste is a modern phenomena. Most of the historian, they believe that caste is a modern phenomenon. That means the way we understand caste today is a modern phenomena or is contribution of British colonialism. But many sociologists and many anthropologists they believe that caste was there or caste exists since ancient time. For example, take the case of Vedic period. During early Vedic period, there was no caste system. You know that, right? Early Vedic time caste system नथिला जଣା अछि ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, but in the late part or later Vedic period, gradually things changed and society became more complex. And during this time, we have the second urbanization. Fast urbanization is Indus Valley civilization. You might have known about Janapadas and Mahajanapadas. ତା ବିଷୟରେ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ଜନପଦ ମହାଜନପଦ ବିଷୟରେ?
ଷୋଡ଼ଶ ମହାଜନପଦ।
ହଁ 16
Yes, sir.
Mahajanapadas. Okay. So during this time, late part of latter Vedic period, and you can say that during the time of Janapadas and Mahajanapadas, caste system evolved. Because prior to that, Varna system was prominent in the society. Varna system means people they had the option to choose their profession. Suppose someone is doing priestly work, he was considered as a Brahmin. But at the same time, they had interdining system, and anybody can change his profession. ଅର୍ଥ ହେଉଛି ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ବେଦିକ ପିରିୟଡ଼ କଥା କହୁଛେ ସେତେବେଳେ ଆମର କାଷ୍ଟ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଯେମିତି ଆମେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ବୁଝୁଛେ ସେମିତି କାଷ୍ଟ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ନଥିଲା। ସେତେବେଳେ ବର୍ଣ୍ଣ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଥିଲା। ବର୍ଣ୍ଣ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଅର୍ଥ ହେଉଛି ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ମିନ୍ସ ଡିସାଇଡେଡ୍ ବାଇ ଦ ପ୍ରଫେସନ। ତେଣୁ ସେତେବେଳେ କ'ଣ ସିଚୁଏସନ୍ ଥିଲା ସେତେବେଳେ ସିଚୁଏସନ୍ ଏମିତି ଥିଲା କି ଲୋକମାନେ କିଛି କାଷ୍ଟ ରିଜିଡିଟି ନଥିଲା। ସପୋଜ ଆଇ ଏମ୍ ବ୍ରାହ୍ମୀଣ ଅର୍ ଆଇ ଏମ୍ ଡୁଇଂ ସମ୍ ରିଚୁଆଲ ୱାର୍କ, I can suddenly shift to any kind of other work. It may be trade, it may be commerce, it may be agriculture, it may be related to any other work. So in such direction, people can change their profession at any point of time. But what happened in the late part of or later Vedic period, you can say, gradually society became more complex. And when society became more complex, for the sake of legitimizing their authority and power, the high group, mainly Brahmin class or the priestly class, you know, they made the Varna system more complex, which later on converted into caste or jati. এই পয়েন্টটা বুঝিপারলে?
Yes, sir.
আমি কହୁছে
Yes, sir.
huh, that's good. So in such direction caste system evolved. But interestingly, along with the caste rigidity, the condition of women also became so much deplorable. That means During early Vedic period, the women had a lot of freedom. They had the power to choose their partner. Even they had voice in public places, and they even participate in the public forum. We had Sabha and Samiti. So such kind of phenomena did exist during early Vedic period. But when caste system became more complex, automatically the position of women also gradually, uh, you can say the position of women gradually sideline in the society. So this is all about what happened in the ancient period. And when the Muslim invaded India, or you can say Arab invasion 712, after that what happened? Caste system became more rigid. Someone may ask, why did caste system become more rigid during the time of Muslim invasion or Arab invasion? The thing is that when Muslims attacked India, what happened basically, there was fear that Muslim may convert, or Muslim would convert, Muslim ruler would convert the Hindus into Islam. So in such direction, the people became more rigid or more complex towards their own social form or social system. পয়েন্টটা বুঝি পারলে?
Yes, sir.
For example, for Parda system, it was not existed previously. जो ଆମେ କହୁଛେ ଓଢ଼ଣୀ ପକେଇବା ଯେଉଁ ଜିନିଷଟା ଆମେ କହୁଛେ, ସେ ସିଷ୍ଟମଟା ଆଗରୁ ଏକ୍ଜିଷ୍ଟ ହିଁ କରୁନଥିଲା। ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ନା? କିନ୍ତୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ମୁସଲିମ୍ସ ଆସିଲେ, society, because when outsider came here, there was anxiety and fear in the society that women, see, the thing is, it's very interesting aspect is that always women are the victim of any kind of society. It may be war, it may be any kind of attack, or it may always women became victimized in the history. तो ସେତେବେଳେ କ'ଣ ହଉଥିଲା, the Muslim armies or Muslim rulers, they targeted Hindu women. So in such direction, what happened when though that's why Purada system came in, along with further system, child marriage also became so prominent, because girls, unmarried girls, were the target of the outsiders. So to save them from any kind of sexual exploitation, or from any kind of exploitation from outsiders, uh, most of the girls, they got married at a very early age. So you can say child marriage became so popular, or became so common in the society. এই পয়েন্টটা বুঝি পারলে?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this thing happened uh, in the early medieval period. But the idea is that whether Indian society was caste-based society or tribal-based society. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ କହୁଛେ ଏ କାଷ୍ଟ ସିଷ୍ଟମଟା, ବିକଜ କାଷ୍ଟ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ୱାଜ୍ ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଅରିଜିନେଟେଡ୍ ଇନ୍ ନର୍ଦର୍ନ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆ, okay, and gradually the influence of caste system spread to other parts of the territory of or subcontinent. It may be Odisha, it may be Bengal, it may be other parts, South India. For example, North Indian people, they consider themselves as the inheritance from Aryans, or you can say you might have known about Aryan civilization. But as far as South Indian people, they had different culture and they consider themselves as Dravidian. Even today, they have such kind of a notion, Dravid. I mean, North India Arya କହୁଛେ, South Indian Dravidian culture କୁହାହଉଛି, ଠିକ ଅଛି? So what happened? Generally, historians believe that in the initial stage, or you can say even during the early part of medieval period, caste system did not exist all parts of India or all parts of Indian subcontinent. But gradually what happened, caste system incorporated or became a very vital part in the society, even in the tribal society. For example, we can give that example of Odisha. Odisha was a predominantly tribal society. Suppose take the case of Lord Jagannath. He is also considered as a tribal deity. ଆମେ ଜାଣିଛେ ଜଗନ୍ନାଥଙ୍କ କଥା ଆସୁଛି, ଆମେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଟ୍ରାଇବାଲ ଡେଟି ବି କହୁଛେ।
Yes, sir.
Okay, so many believes that prior to 10th and 11th century AD, caste system did not exist in Odisha. Okay, the caste system did not exist in Odisha. What happened in 10th and 11th century AD, as historian believes that, uh, you might have heard about Jajnagar or modern day Jajpur. जो जाजपुर जोटा आम कहूचे, ठीक अच्छे, ताको आम आगुरी कहला जाजनगर, ठीक अच्छे। Okay, so it is believed that when no, caste system became so popular in northern India during this time, even tribal leaders or tribal rulers, for the sake of uh, legitimizing their position, adopted the caste system or Brahminical culture or Brahminism, you can say. So in such direction, what happened in 10th century AD, 10th century, 11th century AD, it is believed that the ruler of Jajnagar invited some thousands of Brahmins from northern India, mainly from Banaras and those parts of northern India, and he invited them to perform the Hindu rituals or Brahminical rituals in Jajnagar. It's a very interesting thing that he was a tribal leader, and he did not have any kind of connection with the, of connection with the caste structure, but he invited, because during that time it became so popular, that caste systems became so popular, and not only the caste system, even high varna, because this is and gotra became so popular, even tribal people or tribal leaders, they try to attach with high gotra. It may, I may suppose take the case, many even today many rulers of Odisha, they consider themselves as inheritance from Rajput, from Rajasthan. ଏବେ ବି ବହୁତ ଆମର ଯେଉଁ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଓଡ଼ିଶାରେ, ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ କହୁଛେ ରାଜାମାନେ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ମାନେ ଥିଲେ ଆଗରୁ, ତାଙ୍କ ବଂଶୋଦ୍ଭବ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ସେମାନେ ଦେ କନସିଡର ଦେମସେଲ୍ଫ ଆଜ୍ ଏ ପାର୍ଟ ଅଫ୍ ରାଜସ୍ଥାନ ରାଜପୁତ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି। ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆଗରୁ ଯେଉଁ ରାଜପୁତ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି ଥିଲେ ତାଙ୍କର, they consider themselves as a part of that. So the idea is here that everybody became so cautious, to be known as high gotras or high caste in the society. And as a result, what happened, as I was talking about, the context of Odisha, so the ruler, he invited the Brahmins and he performed many rituals in Jajnagar or modern day Jajpur, we can call it. So when he invited, at the same time, he also, what he did, he also offered some land grants to those Brahmins to settle down in Odisha or in eastern part of India. So many Brahmins settled down here, and gradually what happened, in such a situation, many Brahmin rulers, no sorry, Brahmin tribal rulers, they converted into or caste system, or converting the caste system means they became the high caste, or they were considered legitimate by the Brahmin class as a high caste or belong to high caste in the society. So this is the time when tribal people, they also came to known as different caste, and in that process is also known as Hinduanized. ଏ ୱାର୍ଡ଼ଟା ଶୁଣିଥିବେ, ହିନ୍ଦୁନାଇଜେସନ ୱାର୍ଡ଼ଟା ଶୁଣିଛନ୍ତି ନା ଆପଣମାନେ?
ସାର୍ ଟିକେ କହିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ସେ ବିଷୟରେ।
ଆମେ ହିନ୍ଦୁନାଇଜେସନ କଥା କହୁଛେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଟ୍ରାଇବାଲ ଲୋକମାନେ, ଠିକ ଅଛି, ଏବେ ବି ଧରା ଭାବି ନିଅନ୍ତୁ, ଆମର ବହୁତ ଟାଇମରେ ମଝିରେ ଶୁଣିଥିବେ ଆମର ଫୁଲବାଣୀ ଆଉ କନ୍ଧମାଳ ରିଜିଅନରେ, ଠିକ ଅଛି, ସେଠି ମଧ୍ୟ ଆମର କାଷ୍ଟ କନଫ୍ଲିକ୍ଟ, କନ୍ଧ ଆଉ ପର୍ଟିକୁଲାର ଯେଉଁ ପାଣ କାଷ୍ଟ ଭିତରେ କନଫ୍ଲିକ୍ଟ ହେଇଥିଲା, ଠିକ ଅଛି ନା ନାଇଁ କି? ହିନ୍ଦୁନାଇଜେସନ ଅର୍ଥ ହେଉଛି ଯେତେବେଳେ ଟ୍ରାଇବାଲ ପିପଲ They adopt the Brahminical culture or Brahminism or Hindu culture and consider themselves as a part of Hindu society that is known as Hinduization. And in that process, they also adopt different rituals of Hinduism. ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ ନା ନାହିଁ କି ଆମର ଫର ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ୍ ଟେକ୍ ଦ କେସ୍ ଆମର ଟ୍ରାଇବାଲ୍ ସୋସାଇଟିରେ ତାଙ୍କର ମ୍ୟାରେଜ୍ ସିଷ୍ଟମ୍ ତାଙ୍କର different kind of rituals is totally different from Hinduism. ତାଙ୍କର ଟେକ୍ ଦ କେସ୍ ଆମର ଟ୍ରାଇବାଲ୍ ସୋସାଇଟିରେ ମ୍ୟାରେଜ୍ କିଏ କରାନ୍ତି କିଛି ଆଇଡ଼ିଆ ଅଛି ତାଙ୍କର ବେହେରା କରାନ୍ତି କିମ୍ବା ଦେର୍ ଇଜ୍ ଏ ସ୍ପେସିଫିକ୍ ପର୍ସନ୍ ଯିଏକି ମ୍ୟାରେଜ୍ କରାନ୍ତି କିମ୍ବା ଅଲଗା ପ୍ରକାର ରିଚୁଆଲ୍ କରନ୍ତି କିନ୍ତୁ ହିନ୍ଦୁ ସିଷ୍ଟମରେ କେଉଁମାନେ ମ୍ୟାରେଜ୍ କରାଉଛନ୍ତି ମେନଲି ବ୍ରାହ୍ମିନ୍ସ ୱି ଆର୍ ଟେକିଂ ଦ ହେଲ୍ପ ଅଫ୍ ଦ ବ୍ରାହ୍ମିନ୍ସ ସୋ ଯେତେବେଳେ ବେଶୀ ଲୋକ ଯେତେବେଳେ what happened when rulers I'm saying that when the tribal leaders they got attracted towards to the high caste or to be part of high caste society of Hinduism, automatically the people, the tribal common people also, consider themselves as a part of Hindu society. କଥାଟା ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ କାଷ୍ଟ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ବହୁତ ଜାଗାରେ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରେ ନଥିଲା ଠିକ ଅଛି ନା ନାହିଁ କି ଏ ଅର୍ଥ ହେଉଛି କାଷ୍ଟ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ନଥିଲା କ'ଣ କରାଗଲା ଯେତେବେଳେ କାଷ୍ଟ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଆମ ନର୍ଥ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରେ ଇଭଲ୍ଭ ହେଲା ନର୍ଥ ଇଭଲ୍ଭ ହେଲା ପରେ ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଟ୍ରାଇବାଲ ଲିଡର ଥିଲେ ଅନ୍ୟ ରିଜିଅନରେ ସେମାନେ କ'ଣ କଲେ କାଷ୍ଟ ସିଷ୍ଟମକୁ ଆଡପ୍ଟ କଲେ କାଷ୍ଟ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଆଡପ୍ଟ କରିବାର ମୁଖ୍ୟ କାରଣ ହେଉଛି ଦେ ଟ୍ରାଏ ଟୁ କନସିଡର ଦେମସେଲ୍ଫ ଆଜ୍ ଏ କ୍ଷତ୍ରିୟସ୍ because most of the rajas or most of the kings consider themselves as a kshatriyas, a high blood we are talking about. ତାଙ୍କୁ କେମିତି ସେମାନେ କ୍ଷତ୍ରିୟ ହେଲେ ତେଣୁ ତାଙ୍କୁ କିଏ ରେକଗ୍ନାଇଜ୍ କରିବ ତାଙ୍କୁ କିଏ ଲେଜିଟିମାଇଜ୍ କରିବ ଓନ୍ଲି there was a tradition that Brahmin can only legitimize the position or the position of the tribal leaders. So, तो तो ଏଇ ଚୁକୁ କ'ଣ ହେଇଛି ତେଣୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ବହୁତ ରୁଲର ଟ୍ରାଇବାଲ ରୁଲର ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଥିଲେ ସେମାନେ କ'ଣ ହେଲେ ଆଟ୍ରାକ୍ଟ ହେଲେ କି ଆମେ କ୍ଷତ୍ରିୟ ହେବୁ ଠିକ ଅଛି ନା ନାହିଁ କି ଇଟ୍ ବିକେମ୍ ସୋ କମନ୍ ଫେନୋମେନା ଡ୍ୟୁରିଂ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଟାଇମ୍ ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେମାନେ ଏଇ ଜିନିଷଟା ଆଡପ୍ଟ କଲେ ତାଙ୍କର ଯେଉଁ ସବଜେକ୍ଟ କଥା କହୁଛେ ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କ କଥା କହୁଛେ ଦେ ଅଲସୋ ଆଡପ୍ଟେଡ୍ ଦ ହିନ୍ଦୁ କଲଚର ଯେତେବେଳେ ହିନ୍ଦୁ କଲଚର ଆଡପ୍ଟ କଲେ ହିନ୍ଦୁ କଲଚର ଆଡପ୍ଟ ଡଜ୍ ନଟ୍ ମିନ୍ overnight they became the Hindu because once you adopt Hinduism you have to follow the basic norms and tradition of Hinduism. It may be related to marriage, it may be related to any kind of rituals, it may be different kind of ceremonies because tribal society they had different ceremonies. So gradually they adopted the ceremonies and rituals or different kind of norms of Hinduism. It took long period. It took more than 200 to 300 years, to adopt the new culture or to adopt the Hinduism. So in such direction, gradually what happened? It is very surprising that in the initial stage, Brahmins were there because Brahmins came from North India, as I said. Brahmins were there and they were given land grants. The ruling classes, they were considered themselves as Kshatriyas. And mostly the tribal people who entered into Hindu society or Hinduism or fold of Hinduism in the initial stage they were considered as a Shudras. What my point? Brahmins were there, Kshatriyas, ruler became Kshatriyas, and the people who transformed their position or transformed their status in that process to Hinduism, they're known as Shudras. So Brahmins, Kshatriya, Sudras first came. What happened in 12 and after 13th century AD, what happened? The people who engaged in the trading activities mostly, they became or they considered as a Vaishyas. So Vaishyas, you try to understand that Vaishyas came or originated in very late. ଏ ପଏଣ୍ଟଟା ବୁଝିପାରୁଛନ୍ତି ନା ନାଇଁ କି and society or the caste system evolved in such way. ଏ ପଏଣ୍ଟଟା ବୁଝିହେଲା
Yes, sir.
ଆମେ ଏମିତି ଆମର କାଷ୍ଟ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଇଭଲ୍ଭ ହେଇଛି ତ And the so this is the situation. And surprisingly, uh, you'll be surprised that many historians believe that Odisha does not have any Kshatriyas. Even W. W. Hunter, in his book Odisha, he has written that Kshatriyas does not exist in Odisha, and whoever are claiming Kshatriyas are the descendants of Kshatriyas of Rajputs or Rajasthan. Actually, they don't belong to such classes or don't belong to such Rajput families. So anyway, this is a very complex question, and we are not going to discuss. So the idea is here that when the caste system evolved in in different parts of India, it was not that much rigid. That much rigid means so in the initial stage, even the caste system was there. The people had the inter-caste marriage was there partially, inter-dining system was there, and the interpersonal relationship was so strong in the Hindu society. Prior to the many believes that prior to the colonialism, even no doubt four castes did exist, but they had a very cordial relation among different caste people. And when the Britishers came, it's very interesting thing. Caste mobilization was there. Caste mobilization, you might have heard about the term Sanskritization. You what ଶୁଣିଛନ୍ତି ଗୋଟେ word ଶୁଣିଛନ୍ତି Sanskritization?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Sanskritization କାହା କୁହାଯାଏ? କିଏ କହିପାରିବେ?
ସାଂସ୍କୃତିକରଣ ସେଟା
ନାଇଁ ସଂସ୍କୃତିକରଣ କଣ ସେଟା? Sanskritization means basically, it is a process when the lower caste people, adopt the culture of the high caste or the tradition of the high caste and gradually, improve their social status from the lower caste to higher caste. That is known as Sanskritization. No, great anthropologist, M.N. Srinivasan, he first propounded this term Sanskritization. Sanskritization means simple ଯଦି କେହି ପଚାରନ୍ତି ତାର ଅର୍ଥ ହେଉଛି ଯେତେବେଳେ when the lower caste people or any lower caste people adopt the rituals, tradition and culture of the high caste, and in the course of time he and his next generation become the part of high caste, that is known as Sanskritization. ଏ ପଏଣ୍ଟଟା ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ?
Yes, sir.
ଯେତେବେଳେ ଧରାଯାଉ ଭାବନ୍ତୁ ଗୋଟେ ହଁ, and that system did prevalent, or that system did exist prior to the colonialism. That is the argument of M.N. Srinivas. Got my point? ସେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି M.N. Srinivasan ମନେ ରଖିଥାନ୍ତୁ, he has propounded the theory of Sanskritization. ସେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି even many tribal society, many lower caste people, ସେମାନେ କ'ଣ ହେଲେ even ସେମାନେ high caste ରୁ convert ହେଇଛନ୍ତି. ଠିକ ଅଛି ନା ନାହିଁ କି? ହାଇ କାଷ୍ଟ କନଭର୍ଟ କେମିତି ପ୍ରୋସେସଟା କ'ଣ? ଯେତେବେଳେ ଗୋଟେ ଲୋଅର କାଷ୍ଟ ପିପଲ or lower caste man, he adopts or his family adopts, the rituals, the tradition and other norms of the high caste, gradually his next generation are gradually converted into high caste. ତାକୁ ଆମେ କହୁଛେ Sanskritization. But interestingly, he's also arguing that Sanskritization process was very common in pre-colonial period and became so complex in colonial period. କଥାଟା ବୁଝିପାରୁଛନ୍ତି ନା? ସେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ପ୍ରି କଲୋନିଆଲ ଟାଇମରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ମୁସଲିମ ମାନେ ରୁଲ କରୁଥିଲେ, ଇଭେନ୍ ସଲତାନତ ପିରିୟଡ଼ ଅର ମୋଗଲ ପିରିୟଡ଼, during that time, Sanskritization process did exist. Did exist means that means people had the option, to change their caste system in the course of time. But it became so complex during the time of British colonial rule in India. Another scholar, Nicholas B. Darks, interesting thing he's saying that he says that prior to the colonialism, he has written a book. The book name is Hollow Crown. Hollow Crown. That the name of the book is Hollow Crown, and in that book he says that even the ruler, even the ruler had the authority to change the caste of any people or to elevate the caste of any group of the society. ବୁଝିପାରୁଛନ୍ତି ନା ନାହିଁ କି ସେ ବହିରେ ସେ ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି ହଲୋ କ୍ରାଉନ୍ ଅର୍ଥ କାହିଁକି କୁହାଯାଉଛି because during the colonial period most of the Indian rulers they lost their power and position or they lost their dignity in the society or dignity power or any prestige in the society in the public forum. But he says that ରାଜା ମାନଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ପାୱାର ଥିଲା ଅଥରିଟି ଥିଲା ସେ କୌଣସି କାଷ୍ଟକୁ ଲୋଅର କାଷ୍ଟକୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ରେକଗ୍ନାଇଜ କରୁଥିଲେ ହାଇ କାଷ୍ଟ ଭାବରେ ସୋସାଇଟିରେ. We can give one interesting example. ଢେଙ୍କାନାଳରେ ଆମର ଯେଉଁ ପ୍ରିନ୍ସିଲ ଷ୍ଟେଟ୍ ଥିଲା ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି? ମୁଁ ସମସ୍ତ ଶୁଣିପାରୁଛନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ଶୁଣିପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି କେହି?
Yes, sir.
There was a okay, there was a people who are known as ଏବେ ବି ଅଛି ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଟେ ଆଗରୁ ଗୋଟେ କାଷ୍ଟ ଥିଲେ ଯେଉଁମାନଙ୍କୁ କୁହାହେଉଥିଲା ଦେ ବିଲଙ୍ଗ ଟୁ ଏସି କାଷ୍ଟ ପର୍ଟିକୁଲାର ତାଙ୍କୁ ସେତେବେଳେ କୁହାହେଉଥିଲା କୁକୁରିଆ ତାଙ୍କୁ କୁହାହେଉଥିଲା ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ସେ କାଷ୍ଟଟା କୁହାହେଉଥିଲା କୁକୁରିଆ. Even today in ଢେଙ୍କାନାଳ you may find that କୁକୁରିଆ ସାହି is there. ସେ କାଷ୍ଟଟା ନାଁ ଥିଲା କୁକୁରିଆ ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ନା ନାହିଁ. And the people mostly engage in theft and robbery. ମେନଲି ସେମାନେ କାମଙ୍କର କ'ଣ ଥିଲା ସେମାନେ ଚୋରି କରୁଥିଲେ ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ସେଇଭଳିଆ କାମ କରୁଥିଲେ ମେନଲି ରିଲେଟେଡ୍ ଟୁ ସଚ୍ କାଇଣ୍ଡ ଅଫ୍ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟିଜ୍. The thing is that when the ruler or the king of ଢେଙ୍କାନାଳ realized that these people are or this particular caste people are constantly engaging in such kind of activities, what he did, he appointed the male member of this caste people as as the protector of the palace or as the protector of the different parts of his territory and or known they also became the chowkidar. ଚୌକିଦାର ଅର୍ଥ ଜାଣିପାରୁଛନ୍ତି ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ଗାଁରେ ଆଗରୁ ଚୌକିଦାର ଥାନ୍ତି and the purpose of the chowkidar to give safeguard to the village. ସେମାନେ ଗାଁକୁ ଜଗିକି ରଖୁଥିଲେ from any kind of theft and robbery.
Yes, sir.
So ତ ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟିଂ ଥିଙ୍ଗ ହେଉଛି ଏଠି ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଚୋରି କରୁଥିଲେ ରାଜା ତାଙ୍କୁ ଜଗୁଆଳି ଭାବରେ ତାକୁ ଆପଏଣ୍ଟ କଲେ ମେନଲି ମେଲ୍ ମେମ୍ବର୍ସ. ତ ଇନ୍ ଦ କୋର୍ସ ଅଫ୍ ଟାଇମ୍ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ ହ୍ୟାପନ୍ gradually those male members or those particular caste people they claim themselves as kshatriyas because pike system was very prominent in the society. ତ ଏବେ ସେଇ କାଷ୍ଟର ସେମାନେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଶୂଦ୍ର ଆଉ ନାହାନ୍ତି. ଇନ୍ ଦ କୋର୍ସ ଅଫ୍ ଟାଇମ୍ ସେମାନେ ନିଜକୁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ପାଇକ ବୋଲି କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଆଣ୍ଡ ପାଇକ ବିଲଙ୍ଗ ଟୁ ମେନଲି it may be voices and some people of the pike system also they consider themselves as kshatriyas. So here the point is that on the one side the ruler had the power to change the or to elevate the social status of any caste group. So these are the some of the aspects which were there during the pre-colonial period. But during the colonial period, caste system becomes more complex, as most of the historians they believe that. It may be Nicholas V. Dux, it may be Christopher Bailey, or it may be Susan Bailey, and many more. So their argument is that caste system did exist prior to the colonialism, but it became so complex during the colonial period due to the census operation. Census operation, as you know, that it started in 1871 and 72. Census ବିଷୟରେ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ଆମେ ପ୍ରତି 10 ବର୍ଷରେ ଆମର ସେନ୍ସସ୍ ହେଉଛି.
Yes, sir.
ଓକେ ହଁ 71 72ରେ ଆମର ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ସେନ୍ସସ୍ ଆସିଛି 1871 72 ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି. So the thing is that when census operation started, many people, many caste people, even many lower caste people, what they did for the sake of getting benefits from the government, they claimed themselves as a high caste. They claimed themselves as a part of high caste. And as for the census report, because I have studied the census report very closely, uh, from 1901 to 1931, 1901 to 19, because every 10 years there is census. ଯଦି 71 ସେନ୍ସସ୍ ହଉଛି, 71 72 ନେକ୍ସଟ ସେନ୍ସସ୍ଟା 81ରେ ହେଇଛି, ତାପରେ ପୁଣି 91ରେ ହେଉଛି, ତାପରେ ପ୍ରତି 10 ବର୍ଷରେ ଆମର ସେନ୍ସସ୍ ହୁଏ, ଠିକ ଅଛି। ଆଣ୍ଡ ସେନ୍ସସ୍ ଅପରେସନ୍ is the classify everything. It may be male and female, religion, caste, even regarding the other parts, it may be health, it may be diseases, everything. And in that direction, it is very surprising that many people, even in different parts of India, we have seen, which is very much visible, that many lower caste people, in the course of time, they converted or elevated the status of high caste. Someone may ask how it happened. ଯଦି କେହି ପଚାରିବେ ସେନ୍ସସ୍ ଟାଇମ୍ରେ ଲୋଅର୍ କାଷ୍ଟ ମାନେ କେମିତି ହାଇ କାଷ୍ଟ ହେଇଗଲେ, କିମ୍ବା and not only that, there is reverse direction. କାରଣ ଯେତେ and this thing happened after independence. ଆମେ ଯେଉଁ reverse direction କଥା କହୁଛେ, ଏଟା ଇଣ୍ଡିପେଣ୍ଡେନ୍ସ ପରେ ହେଇଛି, ଯେଉଁଟା ମୁଁ କିଛି ସମୟ ପରେ କହିବି। ଆମର ଜଷ୍ଟ ଇମାଜିନ୍, ଯଦି କେହି ପଚାରନ୍ତି ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ କି କାଷ୍ଟ ସିଷ୍ଟମ୍, ଯଦି ଲୋକମାନେ ସେନ୍ସସ୍ ହେଲା ପରେ ଲୋକ କାଷ୍ଟ କେମିତି ଚେଞ୍ଜ କଲେ, ଠିକ ଅଛି, କାଷ୍ଟ କେମିତି ଚେଞ୍ଜ କଲେ, ଦ ଥିଙ୍ଗ ଇଜ୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଯେତେବେଳେ କାଷ୍ଟ ସେନ୍ସସ୍ ଆମର ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେଉଛି, ଲୋକମାନେ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ଅଫିସିଆଲ ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି, ଠିକ ଅଛି, ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ଅଫିସିଆଲ ଦେର୍ ଭିଜିଟିଂ ଫ୍ରମ୍ ୱାନ୍ ପ୍ଲେସ୍ ଟୁ ଆନାଦର, ଇଟ୍ ମେ ବି ଅର୍ବାନ୍ ଏରିଆସ୍ ଅର୍ ରୁରାଲ ଏରିଆସ୍। ତେଣୁ ସେମାନେ ଯେ ଆସିକି କ'ଣ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କୁ ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଠିକ ଅଛି ନା ନାଇଁ। ଡୁ ୟୁ ଥିଙ୍କ ଦ ୱେ ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଫଙ୍କସନିଂ ଟୁଡେ, ଡୁ ୟୁ ଥିଙ୍କ ଇଟ୍ ହ୍ୟାଡ୍ ସେମ୍ ଫଙ୍କସନିଂ ଡ୍ୟୁରିଂ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଟାଇମ୍? ନୋ। ସେତେବେଳେ କ'ଣ ହେଉଥିଲା, ଲୋକମାନେ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଆସୁଥିଲେ, ଅଫିସିଆଲ ଆସୁଥିଲେ, ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟର କଲୋନିଆଲ ଅଫିସିଆଲ ଆସୁଥିଲେ, ସେମାନେ କ'ଣ କରୁଥିଲେ, ଗୋଟେ ଗାଁକୁ ଧର ସପୋଜ ଦେ ଭିଜିଟ୍ ୱାନ୍ ଭିଲେଜ, ଦେ ଆସ୍ଡ or they select few members of the village, and based on their report, they make the census. ୟା ଅର୍ଥ ହେଉଛି, ଭାବି ନିଅନ୍ତୁ ଗୋଟେ ଗାଁରେ 10,000 ଲୋକ ରହୁଛନ୍ତି, ସେ ଗାଁକୁ ଯାଉଥିଲେ, ଗାଁରେ ଧରାଯାଉ ଭାବନ୍ତୁ 100ଟା ଲୋକଙ୍କୁ ସେମାନେ ପଚାରୁଥିଲେ ଗାଁରେ କେତେ କାଷ୍ଟ ରହୁଛନ୍ତି, ଠିକ ଅଛି, କେତେ କେଉଁ କାଷ୍ଟର କେତେ ଲୋକ ରହୁଛନ୍ତି, ଠିକ ଅଛି, এইভাবে ପଚାରୁଥିଲେ ସବୁ। and not only that, even there is possibility that when someone, suppose I belong to a Shudra caste, and surnames are very complex in India, surnames are very complex in India, and it is very difficult to identify the caste status of a individual, from the surname. ଏ ପଏଣ୍ଟଟା ବୁଝିପାରୁଛନ୍ତି ନା ନାହିଁକି? ଗୋଟେ ସରନେମ୍ରୁ ଆପଣମାନେ କହିପାରିବେନି ବ୍ୟକ୍ତିର କାଷ୍ଟ କ'ଣ, କହିହେବ କି ସବୁ
No,
ଲୋକଙ୍କର?
sir. Same surname ରେ ବହୁତ ଅଛି।
ହଁ, ଧରା ଯୋଉ ଭାବି ନିଅନ୍ତୁ, ସାହୁ ଗୋଟେ କାଷ୍ଟ ଅଛି, ଠିକ ଅଛି, ସାହୁ କାଷ୍ଟରେ ଚଷା ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଗୁଡ଼ିଆ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ବଣିଆ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଇଭିନ୍ ଭଦ୍ରକ ସେପଟେ ବ୍ରାହ୍ମଣ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଠିକ ଅଛି ନା ନାହିଁକି, ତେଲି ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଅନ୍ୟ କାଷ୍ଟ ବି ଥାଇପାରନ୍ତି, ଆଇ ଡୋଣ୍ଟ ନୋ, ଠିକ ଅଛି ନା ନାହିଁକି। ତେଣୁ ଗୋଟେ କାଷ୍ଟରେ ଇଭିନ୍ ସାହୁଜ ଇନ୍ ସମ୍ ପାର୍ଟସ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଓଡ଼ିଶା, ସେମାନେ ଶୂଦ୍ର ବି ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଠିକ ଅଛି ନା ନାହିଁ। ଆମେ ସାହୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ କହୁଛୁ, ଯେତେବେଳେ ମହାରାଷ୍ଟ୍ରରେ ସାହୁ, ଦେ ଆର୍ ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ, ଦେୟାର ଷ୍ଟାଟସ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଟୋଟାଲି ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ଫ୍ରମ୍ ଓଡ଼ିଶା, ଠିକ ଅଛି ନା ନାହିଁକି। ତେଣୁ ଗୋଟେ କାଷ୍ଟ, ଗୋଟେ ସରନେମ୍ରେ ବିଭିନ୍ନ କାଷ୍ଟ ଲୋକ ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି, ଆଣ୍ଡ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏଇଭଳିଆ ସିଚୁଏସନ୍ କ୍ରିଏଟ୍ ହେଉଛି, ସେତେବେଳେ ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଭେରି ଡିଫିକଲ୍ଟ ଫର୍ ଏନି କାଇଣ୍ଡ ଅଫ୍ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ଅଫିସିଆଲ୍ସ to identify the caste status of any individual or any community. So in that situation, many people, they misguided the census officials, and they elevated their status. ଏ ପଏଣ୍ଟଟା ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ?
Yes, sir.
ଧରାଯାଉ ଭାବିନିଅନ୍ତୁ ଗୋଟେ ଛୋଟ, ଧରାଯାଉ ଗୋଟେ ଗାଁ, ଭାବିନିଅନ୍ତୁ ଗୋଟେ ଗାଁରେ ଗୋଟେ ଛୋଟିଆ ସାହି, ଗୋଟେ ବହୁତ ଧର ଟ୍ରାଇବାଲ, ଗୋଟେ କିଛି ଲୋକ ଭାବି ନିଅନ୍ତୁ, ଶୂଦ୍ର ଲୋକ ଗୋଟେ ଗାଁ ବାହାରେ ରହୁଛନ୍ତି, ଗୋଟେ ଛୋଟ ଭାବେ ତ 100ଟା ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି ରହୁଛନ୍ତି, ଠିକ ଅଛି, ସେଠିକି ଧରାଯାଉ ସେନ୍ସସ୍ ଅଫିସିଆଲ ଯାଇକି ପହଞ୍ଚିଲେ, ଠିକ ଅଛି, ତ ସେନ୍ସସ୍ ଅଫିସିଆଲ ଯାଇକି ପହଞ୍ଚିଲେ, ସେ ଲୋକମାନେ ସମାଜରେ, ଯଦି ଆମେ ନିଜକୁ ଶୂଦ୍ର କହୁଛେ, ସେତେବେଳେ କ'ଣ କହିବୁ, ସମାଜ ତାଙ୍କୁ ବହୁତ ନ୍ୟୁନ ଦୃଷ୍ଟିରେ ଦେଖୁଥିଲା, ତେଣୁ ସେମାନେ କ'ଣ କହିଲେ, ତାଙ୍କୁ ପଚରାଯିବ କି ତୁମର କାଷ୍ଟ କ'ଣ? नो नो वी बिलोंग टू वैश्यस और बिलोंग टू अदर कास्ट। ठीक अच्छे। तेणु लोक मैंने कौन है निज कास्टा को से लुचेकी दे आइडेंटिफाइड देम सेल्फ आज हाई कास्ट। यार हाई कास्ट कर कारण हूँ टू नो टू टू लिव इन ए डिग्निफाइड वे। आमर बर्तमान कौन हो कास्ट सिस्टमटा बर्तमान and it is very surprising and interesting that after independence even caste direction also went reverse। ଏବେ ସରପ୍ରାଇଜ୍ ହେବେ ଆମର ଯେତେବେଳେ when we got independence during that time reservation system ନଥିଲା। ଆପଣମାନେ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ନା ନାହିଁ କି ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମର କନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁସନରେ ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ହିଁ ନଥିଲା। ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟେଡ୍ ଇନ୍ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଆମେଣ୍ଡମେଣ୍ଟ। ବୁଝୁଛନ୍ତି ନା ନାହିଁ, ଯେଉଁ SC ST ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ କଥା କହୁଛେ ଏଟା ଆମର କନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁସନ ପାର୍ଟ ନୁହଁ। ଠିକ ଅଛି ନା ନାହିଁ, ଇଟ୍ ବିକେମ୍ ଏ ପାର୍ଟ ଅଫ୍ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ୍ କନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁସନ ଇନ୍ ଦ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଆମେଣ୍ଡମେଣ୍ଟ। ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମର SC ST କୁ ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ ଦିଆଗଲା ଫର୍ ଦ ପିରିୟଡ଼ ଅଫ୍ ଇନିସିଆଲ ଷ୍ଟେଜରେ ଆମର ଫର୍ ଦ ପିରିୟଡ଼ ଅଫ୍ 10 years ନାଓ ଇଟ୍ ହାଜ୍ ଏକ୍ସଟେଣ୍ଡେଡ୍ from 10 years or expanded renewed from every 10 years। କଥାଟା ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ ନାହିଁ କି? ତ ଯେତେବେଳେ ବହୁତ ଆମର ହଁ, ତେଣୁ ବହୁତ ଲୋକ କ'ଣ ହେଲା ଇଭିନ୍ ଫ୍ରମ୍ ଦ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମର when we got independence as per the reports we had around 300 something or 300 something around tribes existed or living in India। ପାଖାପାଖି 300 କେତେ ଟ୍ରାଇବ୍ ଆମର ଯେଉଁମାନଙ୍କୁ ରେଜିଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସନ କରାହେଇଥିଲା they were living in India। you'll be surprised that now more than 600 tribal groups living in India। and how it happened? Because for the sake of other facilities or different facilities from the government, many people, many lower caste people in Sudras, they identified themselves as tribals or ST। we can give one example। ଗୋଟେ मीना कास्ट ଗୋଟେ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ନା, मीना कास्ट ଅଛନ୍ତି ରାଜସ୍ଥାନ ସେପଟେ।
नो सर।
ଗୋଟେ मीना कास्ट ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି। ओके, से मीना कास्ट 2 ବର୍ଷ ତଳେ, ଠିକ ଅଛି, 2-3 ବର୍ଷ ତଳେ ବୋଧେ ମନେ ଥିବ, ଚିନ୍ତା କରନ୍ତୁ, ସେମାନେ ଦେ ବିଲଙ୍ଗ ଟୁ ଦ ଶୂଦ୍ର କାଷ୍ଟ ଅର୍ SC categories। ଠିକ ଅଛି ନା ନାହିଁ, ସେମାନେ SC categories ବିଲଙ୍ଗ କରୁଥିଲେ। ବଟ୍ ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେମାନେ କ'ଣ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ନାଉ ଦେ ଆର୍ କ୍ଲେମିଂ ଟୁ be ପାର୍ଟ ଅଫ୍ ST category। ସେମାନେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କୁ ST ଷ୍ଟାଟସ୍ ଦିଆଯାଉ। ୟା ରିଜନ୍ ହେଉଛି to get different kind of facilities and benefits from the government। it may be job, it may be any other kind of benefits। so in the due course or in that process what happened, many SCs also they also converted or they also changed their caste status from SC to ST। so it's very interesting thing that up to independence many people what they did, they changed their status from low to high caste। but now things are going in the reverse direction। ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ଆହୁରି ଗୋଟେ ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟିଂ ଜିନିଷ କହିପାରିବା। ଆମର ମନେ ରଖିଥାନ୍ତି ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଖଣ୍ଡାୟତ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି,
Yes, sir.
ଯେତେବେଳେ when the Britishers were there, Khandayas claimed constantly in different kind of request to the and different kind of letter to the British authority that they need to be recognized as Kshatriya in the caste structure। ଠିକ ଅଛି ନା ନାହିଁ କି? ବ୍ରିଟିଶ ପିରିୟଡ଼ରେ ସେତେବେଳେ ସେମାନେ କନଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଟଲି କ୍ଲେମ୍ କରିଛନ୍ତି we have different kind of official records ଯେଉଁଥିରେ ସେମାନେ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟକୁ କ୍ଲେମ୍ କରିଛନ୍ତି କି ଆମକୁ କ୍ଷତ୍ରିୟ ଷ୍ଟାଟସ୍ ଦିଆଯାଉ। ବିକଜ ଖଣ୍ଡାୟତ now they belong to ବୈଶ୍ୟ categories, they are not kshatriyas। ଠିକ ଅଛି, ତ କିନ୍ତୁ after independence things have changed now। after independence what is the direction now? they claim themselves to be part of OBC category। ବୁଝିପାରୁଛନ୍ତି ନା ନାହିଁ, ସେମାନେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ନଟ୍ ଓନ୍ଲି ଖଣ୍ଡାୟତ ଅଫ୍ ଓଡ଼ିଶା, ଇଭେନ୍ ଦ ଛୋଟନାଗପୁର, ଇଭେନ୍ ମନେ ରଖିଥାନ୍ତୁ କେବଳ ଖଣ୍ଡାୟତ ଓଡ଼ିଶାରେ ନାହାନ୍ତି, ଇଭେନ୍ ଦେ ଲିଭ୍ ଇନ୍ ଛୋଟନାଗପୁର as well as some parts of Bengal। now they are claiming or they need to be they are constantly requesting government, central government to be part of OBC categories। କାହିଁକି ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି? କାରଣ now they belong to the general caste or general category। for the sake of government facilities in different sector. It may be job, it may be education sectors. Now they are requesting, not now, since last 15 to 20 years, they are constantly requesting the government that they need to be incorporated in the category of OBC. ଓଡ଼ିଶାରେ ମନେ ରଖିଥାନ୍ତୁ ଖଣ୍ଡାୟତ ମାନଙ୍କୁ SC BC ଲିଷ୍ଟରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି କିନ୍ତୁ ସେମାନେ OBC ନୁହନ୍ତି। ଏଇଟା ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ନା ନାହିଁ କି?
Yes sir, ଜାଣିଛୁ।
ବୁଝୁଛନ୍ତି ନା ନାହିଁ କି? So
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ହଁ, ତେଣୁ you just try to understand how caste system moved in different direction. So if the question comes regarding the history of the caste, ଗୋଟେ ବୋଧେ question ଆସିଥିଲା ବୋଧେ କେବେ ଗଲା ବର୍ଷ ତା ପୂର୍ବ ବର୍ଷ, I don't know. So you have to write that prior to the independence, caste system, many people they always try to elevate their status position, caste position in the society, whereas after independence caste system went reverse. As many high caste people or relatively high caste people, I mean, we are not talking about Brahmins and Kshatriyas, relatively high caste people. It may be Vaishyas or Vaishyas, or the people belong to the SC categories. Now even they are claiming to be part of SC status. The main reason is that to get different kind of facilities from the government. ଏ ପଏଣ୍ଟଟା ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ?
Yes sir.
କାଷ୍ଟ କ୍ଲିୟର ହେଲା? ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ଯଦି ପଚାରିବ କାଷ୍ଟ ବିଷୟରେ ଆପଣ କହିପାରିବେ କେମିତି କାଷ୍ଟ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଇଭଲ୍ଭ ହେଇଛି?
Yes sir.
ଓକେ, ଆମର ଆଉ କ'ଣ ଟପିକ୍ ରହିଲା ଭିତରେ? ବିକଜ ବହୁତ ବଡ଼ ସିଲାବସ୍, ତେଣୁ ସବୁଟା କମ୍ପ୍ଲିଟ୍ କରିହେବନି, ବୁଝୁଛନ୍ତି ନା ନାହିଁ କି? ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ନଟ୍ ପସିବଲ୍ ଇଭେନ୍।
ସେ ଡିଫିକଲ୍ଟ ଗୋଟେ ଟିକେ ଖାଲି କହିଦେବେ।
ହଁ, ମୋତେ କୁହନ୍ତୁ କୋଉଟା ଡିଫିକଲ୍ଟ ଲାଗୁଛି ପଢ଼ିକି? ଦେଖିକି ମୋତେ କୁହନ୍ତୁ କୋଉଟା ଡିଫିକଲ୍ଟ ରହୁଛି, ଯାହାଫଳରେ ଆମେ ସେଇଗୁଡ଼ାକ ଆମେ ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ କରିବା ନେକ୍ସଟ କ୍ଲାସ୍ରେ। କାରଣ ଗୋଟେ ଦୁଇଟା କ୍ଲାସ୍ ଏମିତି ଡିସ୍କନେକ୍ସନ୍ ଯୋଗୁଁ ଆମେ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ନେଇପାରିନେ। ଧର ଲାଷ୍ଟ କ୍ଲାସ୍ଟା you people were there, I was there, but no connection, ସେଟା ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ ହେଲା। ଇଭେନ୍ ମୁଁ ତୁମର ଯେଉଁ ସେଠି ଯେଉଁ କ୍ଲାସ୍ କରୁଛ ତାଙ୍କର ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଅଫିସିଆଲ୍ ତାଙ୍କୁ ବି ଜଣିଲି କି କନେକ୍ସନ୍ ହେଇପାରିନାହାନ୍ତି କେହି ପିଲା, ତ ତେଣୁ ଦୁଇଟା କ୍ଲାସ୍ ମିସ୍ ହେଲା ପରେ ଯାହାଫଳରେ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ ହେଉଛି। ଏନିୱେ, କ'ଣ କ'ଣ ଟପିକ୍ ରହିଲା ଯେଉଁଗୁଡ଼ା ନେକ୍ସଟ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ଆମେ ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ କରିପାରିବା?
ସାର୍ ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକାଲ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ଅଛି।
ଓକେ, ଲୋକାଲ ମାଇକ୍ରୋ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି, ଲୋକାଲ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି?
ହଁ ସାର୍।
ମାଇକ୍ରୋ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି, ଲୋକାଲ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି? ମାନେ ସେଟା ଲୋକାଲ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ଅଛି କି ମାଇକ୍ରୋ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ଅଛି?
ସାର୍ ଲୋକାଲ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ଅଛି ଟପିକଟା।
ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଆଉ କ'ଣ ଟପିକ୍ ଅଛି? ସେଥିରେ କିଛି ଡିଫିକଲ୍ଟିଜ୍ ନାହିଁ, ଆମେ ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ କରିବା। ଆଉ କ'ଣ ଅଛି?
ପଜିଟିଭିଟି ଟ୍ରାଡିସନ।
ଓକେ, ପଜିଟିଭିଟି।
ହଁ ସାର୍।
ଆନାଲ ସ୍କୁଲ ଅଛି କି
ହଁ
ଟୋଟାଲ
ସାର୍।
ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି? ଟୋଟାଲ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ଅଛି ନା?
ହଁ ସାର୍, ଆନାଲ ସ୍କୁଲ ଅଛି।
ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଆନାଲ ସ୍କୁଲ ଯେଉଁଟା ଟୋଟାଲ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ତାକୁ କୁହାଯାଏ। ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି, ଆମେ ନେକ୍ସଟ ଆଉ କେଉଁ ଟପିକ୍ ଅଛି କହିଲେ? କାରଣ ମୁଁ କେବଳ ଥିମ୍, ହଁ ଆଉ କ'ଣ କୁହନ୍ତୁ?
କଲୋନିଆଲ ହିଷ୍ଟୋଗ୍ରାଫି।
ହଁ, ଆଉ କ'ଣ ଅଛି ଟପିକ୍?
କମ୍ୟୁନାଲିଷ୍ଟ ଟ୍ରେଣ୍ଡସ୍।
ମୁଁ କମ୍ୟୁନାଲ ଟ୍ରେଣ୍ଡସ୍ ଆମେ ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ କରିଛି। କମ୍ୟୁନାଲ ଟ୍ରେଣ୍ଡସ୍ ଅଛି?
ହଁ ସାର୍।
ଆଚ୍ଛା, ମୁଁ ନେକ୍ସଟ କ୍ଲାସ୍ରେ ଏଇ ତିନିଟା ଟପିକ୍ ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ କରିବି। ଗୋଟେ ହେଉଛି, କାରଣ ଡିଫିକଲ୍ଟ ଏଥିରେ କିଛି ନାହିଁ, ତାର ଖାଲି ଥିମ୍ ଗୁଡ଼ା କହି ଚାଲିବି। ଗୋଟେ ହେଉଛି ଲୋକାଲ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି, ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ହେଉଛି କମ୍ୟୁନାଲ ହିଷ୍ଟୋଗ୍ରାଫି, ଆଣ୍ଡ ଥାର୍ଡ ୱାନ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଟୋଟାଲ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ଅର୍ ଆନାଲ ସ୍କୁଲ। ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି, ଆଉ ତୁମର ଯେଉଁ ପର୍ସିଆନ ହିଷ୍ଟୋଗ୍ରାଫି, ଗୋଟେ ଚାଇନିଜ ହିଷ୍ଟୋଗ୍ରାଫି ବୋଧେ ଅଛି?
ହଁ ସାର୍ ଅଛି।
ସେଗୁଡ଼ା କମ୍ପ୍ଲିଟ୍ କରିହେବନି ଡ୍ୟୁ ଟୁ ଦ ଲ୍ୟାକ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଟାଇମ୍। ଗୋଟେ କାମ କରିବେ, ଯଦି ସେଗୁଡ଼ା ବୁଝି ନ ପାରନ୍ତି, ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ନା ନାହିଁ କି, ୟୁ ରାଇଟ୍ ମାଇ ନମ୍ବର। ଓକେ, ଓକେ, ମୋ ନମ୍ବରଟା ଶୋ କରୁଛି କାହାକୁ କି ଶୋ କରୁନି?
କରୁନି ସାର୍ ଶୋ।
ଗୋଟେ କାମ କରନ୍ତୁ, ମୋ ନମ୍ବରଟା ଲେଖନ୍ତୁ। ଇଭିନ୍ ଆଫ୍ଟର ଦ କ୍ଲାସ୍, 28 ପରେ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ସରିଯିବ, ଯଦି କୌଣସି ଜିନିଷ ନ ବୁଝିପାରନ୍ତି ତାହେଲେ ମୋତେ ଫୋନ୍ କରିନେବେ, କିମ୍ବା ୟୁ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ରାଇଟ୍ ମି ଥ୍ରୁ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପ୍। ମୁଁ ତୁମକୁ ବୁଝେଇ ପାରିବି କ'ଣ ଜିନିଷଟା ଅଛି। ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି, ଜଷ୍ଟ ରାଇଟ୍ ଡାଉନ୍ 87630 49512.
Sir, again.
87630 49512. This is my WhatsApp number as well as my number. You can write me. Okay. କାରଣ କଲ୍ କଲାବେଳକୁ ହେଇପାରେ ମୁଁ ବିଜି ଥାଇପାରେ କୌଣସି କାମରେ କୌଣସି କ୍ଲାସ୍ରେ ଥାଇପାରେ ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ତ ଯେଉଁ ଯଦି କେଉଁଟା ବୁଝି ହେଉନି ସ୍ପେସିଫିକ୍ ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ନା କେଉଁ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ବୁଝି ହେଉନି କି କ'ଣଟା ତାହେଲେ ମୁଁ ତୁମକୁ ଲେଖିକି ପଠାଇଦେବି ଅର୍ ଆଇ ୱିଲ୍ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲେନ୍ what kind of themes are associated with that particular topic. ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ଏବେ ଅନ୍ୟ କିଛି କ୍ଲାସ୍ ଅଛି ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କର?
ହଁ ସାର୍ MHI-9 ଅଛି।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଦେନ୍ ଇଟ୍ସ ଫାଇନ୍ ମୁଁ ଆଉ କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁ କରିପାରିବିନି ଅଧିକ ସୋ ଏନିୱେ
ନେକ୍ସଟ କ୍ଲାସରେ ଟିକେ 8:45 ଆସୁନ।
ମୁଁ ଆସିଲେ କ'ଣ ମୋର ଗଲା କ୍ଲାସ୍ରେ ମୁଁ ବି 8:45 ଆସିଛି ବୁଝୁଛନ୍ତି ନା ନାଇଁ କି ମୁଁ ଆସିଲା ବେଳକୁ ଡିସକନେକ୍ଟ ହେଉଛି ତ ହଁ ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ନା ତ ଏଗେନ୍ ଓକେ ଆଇ ୱିଲ୍ ଟ୍ରାଏ ଓକେ
थैंक यू
ୱିଲ୍
सर।
ଟ୍ରାଏ ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ଓକେ
थैंक यू सर।
नहीं पढ़ाता है।